go. It's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Welcome back. It is Friday, and we are on to Tier 3 of the worst win rate tech tree tanks on NA. I'm going to play that tank. I think it's the T70. Actually, I have no idea. No idea. We did learn sometimes. We did learn some things last week about it, but let's jump over here and find out which one it is. We have sorted here for NA, and we have all the Tier 3 tanks. We do not want premiums. So we'll click on that and let's find out the worst win rate on NA. Boom. The 10 TP. Interesting. So it is the 10 TP. This is a Polish tank. 10 TP. It is rocking a 42.31% win rate on NA overall. Nope, that's recent. Never mind. We don't know. Hold on. I'm screwing up. It's always a learning. It's a learning process, my friends. It is a different tank. Overall, NA. All right, we got it correct now. Overall, no, it's still the wrong tank. BT5. Oh, come on, dumb game, dumb website, dumb game. Dumb. My hair's all messed up. This is going poorly, fellas. I'm glad it's Friday. Are you guys glad it's Friday? We need to get into the weekend because this is terrible. All right. What is it really? It's really the BT5. That surprises me, actually. The BT5 is a Russian. How is a Russian tank the worst? That doesn't seem right. What's going on, Wargaming? I'm looking at my setup here. I'm going to have to try to find that thing. BT5 is Russian. It is a Ruski BT5. There she is. Boom. All right. So the BT5 is rocking a 46% win rate overall on NA with 1,727,532 battles. Count. That must be how many are in the game. What's the DPG I need to beat? I need to have more than 288 damage. Hits 55%, spots, yada yada. All right, well, let's check this out. Here she is, BT5. It is Ruski. This is actually a tank I believe that they used. I don't have any data on it, so I've never played this tank. A mass-produced tank in the BT vehicle series that was developed as an upgraded version of the BT2 with improved gun armament, Soviet engine, and slightly increased vehicle height and weight. One of the Red Army's main tanks for the war. Vehicles engaged in the Spanish Civil, as well as the Battle of Kaliningrad, the Polish campaign, the Winter War, and World War II. A total of 1,884 vehicles were manufactured. What are we looking at on research? All right, so we're just going to unlock all this stuff with free experience. Clearly, I have not. Okay, great. We're elite. Fantastic. And we're going to, stop it, buy all this stuff. We'll have the top engine. We'll have the top radio. Does that matter? Maybe at that tier, actually it may. So it's got some kind of autocannon with 40 damage and 6 shells, 42 pen. Or I can go with this, which is 47 and 51 pen. Yeah, we're doing this. We've got to have this little pew-pew gun. We need the good turret, of course. Oh, wait, there's actually better gun. Should we do it? Is this the one we want? 67 pen and 47 damage. 2.3. Yeah, let's have this. I don't want to pew-pew. All right, there we go. So what's that end up looking like here? Oh, look at that sweet gun. It's long. All right, we've got a commander, a gunner, and a driver, and much like the rest of this series, at least till we get to a higher tier where I might actually have crews for those tanks, I'm just going to purchase a basic crew. We will have 2 pieces of equipment at tier 3, so we're starting to get more equipment slots. We will have 2 consumable slots, and of course we'll have a plenty amount. We will have plenty of APCR, which is the gold shell. All right, give me a moment. I'm going to set this up, and we shall be right back. Okay, we have set it up. We are ready for battle. Tier 3 happens to be probably the most infested with what you would call seal clubbers. There are a lot of seal clubbing Tier 3 tanks out there, and specialists who love to play Tier 3. Ran into some of those, I think, already at Tier 2, but Tier 3 is fairly infested with them. I went ahead and got, it's 100% crew members now at this point since they changed that, but you can see they're at 0% on the crew, on the skills that I'm training, but I am training Brothers in Arms on them. Perfect charge, I think, for the shell velocity thing, right? And then situational awareness as the first perk because he's also the radio operator. So that's what's going on there. I put sense of direction camo on it, which are actually pretty cool. They end up looking pretty cool. All it really is the map, is one of the maps. I don't know which map this one is, and then they turn into a camo, and it ends up looking pretty cool on the tanks. I'm putting on optics and hardening, just a few more hit points to stay in the battle, and optics to give myself a little more vision, as we're probably going to maybe be fighting some bots and things like that. But that really only gets me 330, and that's not great to begin with. 330 is where it started. There you go. It does reload really quickly anyway, so I don't worry about RAM or anything like that. We're sitting at 2.21 with 67 penetration and 47 damage. The auto cannon thing probably would get some better burst out, but we're going to be a more careful, kind of considered gameplay type of person here. I do have plenty of APCR, and I'm running both large kits. I decided not to use food. All right, fellas, that is it. This is the BT5. Let's get into a battle. And if we wait too long, then we'll go ahead and pause the video, because you never know. It is Saturday morning. There's 7,000 people playing. It is Tier 3, generally light on players. Plenty of Seal Clubbers, but usually not a lot of people playing at Tier 3, especially earlier in the morning. The BT5, I am surprised that the BT5 is the lowest win rate. 10 TP was second. That's the one I thought it was to begin with, I believe, the Polish 10 TP. Then it's the Type 91. This is, yeah, so NA. The Type 91, Medium 3, the LTVZ 38, and then an Arty with the T18 HMC. What is the best? The best Tier 3 Tech Tree tank is the Suma S35. Not that big of a surprise. Pretty good armor, I believe, on that thing. Panzer 1C, the little Cockroach 38T, all good. And of course the Su-26, a Tier 3 Arty. Alright, we're going to pause this, and when we get into a battle, I shall be back. Didn't actually take long. It was about another minute. So we got into a battle. I don't think it's a full 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, pretty standard. That is a known drowner over there. Known drowner. Anyone on my blacklist has drowned in a battle. I don't think there are any bots here. There are no bots. We are going to probably find all kinds of silliness. We're going to go this way, fellas. We are top tier, so Tier 3 versus Tier 2. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Tier 3s on each team. We're just going straight to gold. You know, when you only have 2 seconds reload, it's kind of like having, what's the skill? Whatever that skill is that lets you reload quickly to a different shell. What's it called? Dang it. Alright, that's going to bother me. I'm a bit rusty, should get swing of things. Okay. Alright, good. Thanks, dude. I hope you get better. That's more. Panzer 1Cs with the machine gun. They're going to try to gank our poor, that a platoon it is. Oh my gosh, I didn't get anything. Oh boy. Alright, well, they tried to run in on a 116, which has pretty good armor, and they paid the price for that one. I can't hit anything. Alright, we're not going to do that. This thing does have decent mobility. I kind of like it as far as that goes. Thought that was one of them shooting me. Alright, we're kind of getting over aggressive here, but we're going to do this. Alright, that's that. Oh, shit. TD up there. Alright. Let's take a breath here and think about this for a moment. We got a good advantage, but I don't want to just walk into everything. It's an FCM up there. Those are pretty tough, actually. Alright, we're going to go ahead and come on up here, see if we can like they're making a push towards the cap. So let's finish these guys off and we have to go back to the cap. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, that was twice in the row. What? Shit, BT2's got a shot on me. Yep, that's bad, that's bad. Am I going to get away? I don't know. There we go, there we go. Alright, we're heading back. Pretty good advantage going on, but guy's dying, not great. Cannot believe those two misses, that was crazy. Alright, 277, we haven't even gone past the average damage. Alright, Panzer 2C is over there. T2 Light died, that's good. We're actually in pretty good shape. I'm imagining that Panzer 1C is probably a SEAL clubbing platoon. I don't know why the guys over there haven't. Of course, well, we're out of radar. Or radar, out of radio. But this thing slides all over the place. Oh my gosh, really? Oh my goodness. All right. Looks like their BT2 has been Camp-a-Lampa ding-danging. There he is. Can't really take many hits. I need these guys to maybe kill one or two. There we go. That makes me feel better as long as I don't immediately lose those two, which I'm about to lose both of them. That is unfortunate. Can he kill one? So I can be gang tackled pretty easily right now. Is he going to get one of them? No. That is unfortunate. Okay, so I have to be careful here. Ah, they're together. That's no good. Alright, got 2 hits on him. Yeah, we're about to get jumped all over. Need this Panzer II to come back. I gotta run for my life. It's probably not gonna be good enough. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't know where this Panzer II has gone. And they've got a Su-76I. And oh my gosh, he just got lit. That's no good. How on earth? Yeah, I'll be lucky to live here. Ooh. Not good. I don't know where my ally is. We're gonna end up losing this. I got SEAL clubbed, fellas. Absolutely SEAL clubbed. Yeah. Oh shit, there's that guy right there. How on earth am I not able to get away from these guys? That is so bad. Oh, and I'm all alone. All by myself. Got SEAL club, dudes. That's not good. He's cutting me off too because I'm not able to extend from him. I have to put an angle to get away. And I'm going to walk right into this Su-76. He's going to one-shot me out. Oh shoot! I spun out, guys. I spun out. I had him. Not for long, though, because the MTLS was going to show up. 5,402 damage. That is unfortunate. Unfortunate. I took a few too many hits in there, guys. So now I'm more excited for this part of the video, actually. I want to see what kind of scum and villainy we have down here at Tier 3. What kind of scum and villainy have we run into? All right, got old Red Devil and his M2 Light. Yep. Yep. There it is. Didn't take long. Locust, another kind of well-known, fairly new guy. No, okay, he plays higher tier. He's just down there messing around. What, the TKS? I don't know much about that tank. Did a lot of people play that? Mid-tier guy. Mid to lower. Okay, not necessarily a seal clubber. Tetrarch. What we got here? Newer guy. Yep, plays higher tier, so no issues. There's Guido the Seal Clubber. Chi-Ha. Yeah, a lot of tier 3s and 4s. Tier 3s and 4s. 116. Not necessarily. Likes the 3045M. Alright. Plays higher tiers. I missed the T2 light. New guy, so doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Panzerjäger. Ooh, 72,000 and a 57% win rate. And a 5,000 WTR. Ooh. I'm scared. I do appreciate that he has the Squadron Ace Tanker right there. Talk to me, Goose. I like that. All right. Oh boy, what do we got? Yeah, there you go. Panzerjäger. 69% win rate in his win rate in his Panzerjäger tier 2. 69%. 13,000 battles, 10,000 in the Pack 40, 3,000 in the T40. That's getting there. That's what I was expecting. That's more what I was expecting. 25,000. Kind of a mix. A couple lower tiers things going on. That's the guy I looked at, right? Shavos. U57, another TD. 34,000, a 46% win rate. Yep. Loves the UE. 11,000 in a UE57. That is a type of gameplay that I can't wrap my mind around that, to be honest. I mean, good on him. Do your thing, really. But for me, there's a bunch of tier 2s. Well, he's kind of mixed it. All right, I want to know what's going on with this platoon. The MTLS seemed to kind of know what he was doing. 58,000. Yep, 50. Okay, yeah, I know what we're going to find here. Pretty sure. Not as low as I thought, but MS1, 4,000. IKV, this is an odd grouping. That's strange. That is a strange grouping of tanks. The 304 I kind of get. The FVP, that's very popular. Hellcat, okay. An MS1, an IKV 72, a T28 F30, the Panzer 3-4, LEF, got it. Oh, that's very strange. I wouldn't necessarily call that a seal clubber necessarily. Here's one of the Panzer 1Cs that was in platoon. Newer player. Well, it plays higher tiers too. All right, so not really a factor. Probably just raging around having fun. Where's his platoon mate? I would imagine more the same. Yeah, 13,000. Yeah, mid to high tier. It's not really Steel Club over there yet. 76i, is this where we're going to find it? 53, maybe. LEF, baby. But he likes tier 10 too. All right, so not necessarily seal clubbing. Crappy pants. 49%. 40, I think we found one. Yep. Oh, whoa! What? Okay. I mean, is it the most battles anyone has in a T2 light? I mean, it has to be up there, right? 37,000. And he doesn't even play that much other stuff. He's got 45,000 battles, 37,000 of which are in a T2 light. And another 7, so that's 40. Look at these numbers, 190. One day he played the 120 FT2 twice, or 120-1 FT twice. Does he has a Lurva. He's played it once. Unless he re-rolled the account. But Lanson, T26 E5, these are all premiums. Good amount of them, 45, 4202. That's wild right there. Crappy Pants, good name. Likes that tank. 50,047, 3. Yes, this is one as well. This is going to have a lot of low tier battles. Yes. FV, although it's tier 5, so it's not as low as I thought. 6,000 the FV, 3,000 the RAM. BIS. That's not as low as I thought I was going to catch there. It's just not doing very well. Pile Driver Yatyas. Pile Driver Atyas. Pile Driver Atyas. Avery Atyas. I don't know. Something. Where were we? 76i, Crappy Pants. Was that? Oh, that was 76i. I did Crappy Pants. All right, so this dude, I'm getting mixed up. Sixth. Oh, he looked at him already. Never mind. Crapper Jr. How many people? Oh, no, car rapper. Car rapper. I thought it was Crapper Jr. Car rapper. All right, car rapper. Maybe it looks like one. Nope, Type 59. Panther. Okay, so hanging out down there. That was the T26 GFT, which I have never heard of. Here's another T2 Lite, the Jeffro. Mr. the Jeffro. 27,000. What do we got going on here? Oof. So he's either playing Artie or Tier 1 and 2. Boy, he's definitely got all the Artie. Definitely got the Artie. The Mr. Jeffro. Berlichen. Panzer II. Ooh. Yeah. I think we know what's going to happen here. That is exactly what has happened here. Threes. Oh my goodness. He's mixed it up though. I will give him one thing. It's not just one Tier 2 or 3. It's a lot of them. A lot of different ones. Berlichen. JCF. JCS. Joseph 2000. 57%, 36,000. Here we go. Correct. 14,000 BT2 battles, 7. My goodness gracious. That's Does he have premiums? Not really. This may be just pure free to play. I don't see any premiums in this list. Maybe some of the free ones. T7 car, for example. But I don't see it. Is there even a tier? What tier do we go to? We have a Sturb. We bought the Sturb. We played it once. Did not like it. We played the Sturb once, and that is right out. We ground to KV3, baby. And that was it for us. That's great. It's okay in the 150s. I've 51%. That's a very low experience. But this looks like a pure free to play. I don't know if you could get the Sturb for free somehow, or maybe he bought it at some point. But this is a pretty free to play account. Someone's just enjoying themselves. Old JCF. Blito. Yeah, probably the same thing here. Let's go with battles. Where is it? Here we go. Not as bad as I thought. Definitely some low tier playing, but mid. More mid than low, I would say. Crunchadine. M3. 8,000. This is a new player, so it doesn't really matter. Oh. But new player that is only going to play the M3 Stewart mostly. That's a lot of Stewart battles. A lot of Stewart battles. Yeah, it's no wonder a lot of these guys don't ever really get much better. I get it. There's people's situations are different, so just could be one of those things. But provided you do have the capability, hanging out down that low, you're never really going to get better at the game. And that may be fine. People may be like, I don't care. I just like raging around at the low tiers. There were quite a few Seal Clubbers in there, fellas. That 37,000 was something else. New player, relatively, anyway. L-Tractor. Can you even... How long would it take you to get that many L-Tractor games now? Now that it takes so long to get a Tier 1 battle. I bet that's a lot of old battles, because I don't think... The Tier 3 happened pretty quickly, but the Tier 1 and 2, I waited a long time. So I don't know what it's like at night when there's a few more players, but I feel like you're going to be waiting quite a bit. Well, that's unfortunate. We ended up losing, my friends. couple of mistakes made in there, took too many hit points, ran into a couple experienced tier 3 players, couldn't quite get away from the other BT5, and then ran into that little side slip where I broke free. That cost me on the I-76 or whatever. I don't think I would have beaten him before the MTLS got to me, but I had kind of a chance to put some more damage on him. Look at me like talking about, well, you know what, tier 3 if I'd have just, blah, blah, blah. That's all I've got, guys. Next week is going to be tier 4. We're going to start getting into more familiar tanks. This is a tank I don't think I ever played. Am I now rocking a 0%? I am. So it's now on my list. I actually have a game now in the BT5. You know what? I'm surprised it's the worst. It's actually got some good mobility. The accuracy is okay, although those 2 shots into the ground on that TD were a bummer. What I really should have done is come up and over around behind him on that, but there was the camping, I think another, BT2 that was tearing me up, so I had to try to get out of there for that thing. All right, you have a great weekend, guys. That's it for this week. We will see you, if not on Sunday for Coffee Talk, then next week.